Welcome to my show. Today you will hear about running, what you can learn when running and what it can do for you. I am Kerstin Thürmer, high performance and mindset coach and passionate endurance athlete. I help people to achieve their goals with full energy in business and in sports. Subscribe to my show to not miss any episodes. My guest today is located in Bangalore in India. She loves being among people and talking to you today. She is an auditor by profession and a runner by passion. Welcome, Appu Kavanoori.
Hi, Kerstin. Thank you for making me a part of your show. This is lovely, and I'm so happy to be talking about what I do and what I love to do, in fact. So thank you for making me part of your show.
Yeah, I'm very happy to talk about our passion, Appu.
Yes.
And by the way, your longer name is not Appu, but you're giving me a hard time to pronounce.
Yeah. So my name is Appu Kavanoori. So Aparajita in Sanskrit means undefeated. So that my mom was very passionate about this name and decided to give me this name. And I've heard from people that I am very true to my name.
Yeah, that's a gift then, what she gave to you. And the abbreviation, which is a little bit easier to remember, Appu.
Yeah, that's so it has a very interesting story. So Appu means in Indian language, it means the baby elephant. So I was growing up, I used to look like a baby elephant because I was always on the healthier side and plumpy. And so I was given this name, elephant, Appu, by a friend of mine in school when I was in first grade. And since then, it's quite catchy for everybody and easier. So I like elephants, and I should say because elephants love to be in a herd, right? And they are a herd animals, group of animals. So I love to be among people. I like to be always in among the people who give me more energy and who give me more positive vibes. So I like to be among them. So I also always like to be in herd. So you can never see me alone. So that's only when running. So we'll talk about that later. But other than running, you can always see me with the herd of people.
Very nice. Yeah. So a great story. How has it started that you are running many kilometers today?
So as I told you, I was always on the plumpier and healthier side. And also my lineage, I should say, my all my family members have always been ill or sick. They have long list of other ailments. So growing up seeing this, spending so much money on medicines and hospitals, I decided that I have to lead a healthy lifestyle. And it was an eye opener. Certain incidents at home was an eye opener for me, and I decided I don't want to be stuck in hospitals with all injections and medicines. So I wanted a healthy lifestyle. And so it was just one day I decided I need to become healthy. I joined a gym, and that was the process of getting fitter. But I've never looked back. It's been so I should say it's been 10 years into running and 20 years into gymming. So I've been gymming since 2002, and I have been running since 2012. So yeah, that's a small history.
Yeah. So even a celebration this year, the right moment to interview you.
Exactly. Thank you, Kerstin. You brought things out from me this year.
That was my intuition to call you this year.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's a coincidence.
Yeah. So what does your running mean to you? Why are you doing that?
So I was a treadmill runner, I should say. I started running on treadmill 5 kilometers, and I realized that okay, let me do 5 kilometers today, 7 later, 8, 10. So I started running 10 kilometers on treadmill, and but it was so boring. Running on treadmill is very boring. So then a friend of mine mentioned that you should start running on the road. So I moved to running, outside the gym and outside the treadmill. I started running on roads, and then I realized that I could run longer if I can't run fast. So the running fast is not in my DNA. But then so I started running, but I realized I have the endurance to go further. So I started running longer distances. And when I started running more and more, I enjoyed my pace. I can see many people running faster, but I didn't want to catch up with them. I tried it and didn't enjoy it. So I wanted to stick to my own pace. And I loved the journey of starting from 5 kilometers to I have done right now the longest has been 156 kilometers for 36 hours. And that too in a stadium run, running in a 400 meters loop round and round. So that's a long journey for me. Uh, but it's a kind of a, so I should say, because you know me, I'm an extrovert, right? So I love talking to people. So I have realized I cannot sit and meditate. People have told me, "Have you tried meditation?" And I said, "No, I have never. I cannot sit idle for even 10 seconds. I can't sit idle. My mind is never idle." But what I realized that when I do long distances, it is kind of a meditation, because after 42 kilometers or after a full marathon, when you want to do ultra distances, you get into that zone, right? You get into that zone where you go, and especially when you're running in a stadium round, you have to have that mindset and that zone. And that zone, I feel, is kind of a meditation for me.
Mhm.
So you try to meditate. Meditation is something where you go get into your own, you understand yourself, right? So for me, I think that's where I understand myself. I go into my inner self when I do longer distances. So that's my calling, I should say.
Yeah, that's a zone I've never been in beyond marathon. So what happens in that zone, Appu? What is in your mind? Is it just blank and void, or are there thoughts appearing?
No, I mean, your thoughts fade out. The moment you are in that zone, your thoughts fade out, and that zone is something where it's blank. You have absolutely no thoughts. Your only thought is to take one step at a time. You put one foot in front of the other. So that is the zone that you get into. And if you want to keep moving forward, and if you're in that zone, I think you can go much further. You can go where you want to. You can go touch your Mount Everest, the
Yeah.
peak of Everest as well.
Wow. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit how your sports, your endurance sports, has influenced your personality and maybe even your job.
Yeah, I should say that's so before, I mean, last 6 years I've been part of a running group. Okay, and it's called this running group is called Bhukamp, BHUKMP, and it's got around 200 people, and we all run Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. We go for long runs. We go to cities to run long distances as well, and I have learned a lot from running in groups. Okay, though long distances you need to run alone, but to start, to go to the start line, the group has taught me a lot, and running is what got me into this group. And the first thing is, what I have learned is, first thing is, you need to go and start something. If you want to start something, go to the start line. That's where many people struggle. So when you go to the start line, you will automatically finish your race, right? You start the race. No matter what your results are, that's fine. Even if you faint, you give up in the middle, but you go first to the start line. If your start line is in your sight, I'm sure you can. It means, so when I do that paddle to my work, I decided that I don't fear anything. So I want to get into any project. I want to start something new, get into a new team, change of scene. I like changes. So to get into a new domain, go to the start line. It doesn't matter even if you fail soon, you fail faster, but you had the opportunity, you have grabbed the opportunity and you have failed faster, and you know that you can still go ahead and go to the next race's start line. So that's a different project. So it's something like going to a different project and you've taken it up, and you know that once you start the project, the process will automatically happen and you will definitely enjoy the process. So that's where I draw a parallel for me with running and with my work. So running has taught me a lot, and how much I can do at work. Uh, I should say I should give my full credit to running.
Yeah, and that's also the self-confidence which you have built up, right? I mean, in the beginning, you wouldn't have imagined to run for 36 hours and so many kilometers,
Sure.
but you have proven to yourself that you are able to do that. And yeah, probably now in your business life, it's similar. You also trust yourself, what you are capable of.
True. Exactly. That confidence, you gain confidence when you take up more and more projects, or when you meet more people, when you speak to everybody in the office and you see what others are doing. That also gives you a motivation to take it up. And running has taught me how to approach people, right? Of all kinds of people. And I think I can do that at, workplace, running, friends, social circle. Wherever I go, I feel I can talk to anybody. So that confidence came from running for me.
Yeah. And it's interesting. It's these two ends of the thing. It's one, the silence and the meditation, being just with yourself in that void environment. And on the opposite side, you have, yeah, a crowd of people and many people to talk to and your extrovert personality.
Exactly. It's surprising to me as well how when I start, I need my whole group. But so even when we go for practice runs, training runs, each of us have our own pace, right? You have a different pace, I'll have a different pace. But for us, we all have to start together. And when you start together, you can run at your own pace. Same thing when you look at your own work, right? We all have different styles of working, right? In a particular project, or when you are in a team, it's okay because all of us have different personalities, all of us have different styles of working. But when it comes to the team, you work as a teamwork, and when you the only thing you in your mind is crossing that finish line together, right? But that is where you try to push each other. So one of my teammate, yes, he's finished his work, he's finished the race. Let's say my teammate has already crossed the race line, and but the best part is they wait for you at the end line to ensure that you finish the race. So that motivation comes from this teamwork and the group herd. But you can run alone, but when you run with your group, it motivates you to finish that and cross that finish line. So that's what actually triggers me to go and start register for my next race, and also to take up my next project. Yeah. At work.
That's a beautiful analogy between sports and business, where I've written a lot about it. There are so many parallels where we can learn from these two fields. And
true.
Yeah, in a teamwork, like you said, you have one finish line also to finish a project, to achieve a certain objective. But everybody at their own pace. Of course, sometimes you need to come together, but yeah, you see the finish line. And yeah,
Yes.
that's also leadership, to show the finish line to your team, to keep them motivated and to keep them self-confident to achieve it.
True. Yeah. That's I mean, that's when I think sports gives you that, it teaches you, the sports teaches you many qualities that you can take not just at your workplace, but also in your family life, with your friends, in all forms of life.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's also talk a little bit about performance, because this is also my topic. What does performance mean for you?
So basically, as I already mentioned, I can't run fast. I'm not a fast runner. But for me, my true indicator is how long can I run, right? So what is my endurance? How can I test my endurance? So how can I test my performance of my by running long distances? So right now, I've only done, my longest is 156 kilometers. But very soon, for example, already collaborated with few like-minded people to run from this my next hometown. My hometown is 330 kilometers away from this home, my second home. So I want to run from Bangalore to Chennai. So I should say that's my performance, the key indicator, performance indicator for me. How long can I run? So for me, performance is measured, if you say, with the distance, and not my pace, and not my speed, but my distance.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I'm telling you why, because performance seems to be something very individual. Performance is not the same for everybody. It's not about the pace, or it's not about the hierarchy in a company. I mean, we can also perform as a friend, and we can perform as a husband or wife to our dear partners. So whatever we
Yeah.
fit that in, whatever the life brings, we can perform, which should be something positive.
Yeah, when you talk about husband and wife, it gives. I should also take this opportunity to thank my family. Actually, my if not my family, I would not be doing what I'm doing, because my husband, when I go for this running, so my husband takes care of my daughter. So he's given me the. I should say he takes care of the family when I'm away from home. So he is my running partner, though he doesn't run in real, but he is my actual running partner.
Yeah, and that's teamwork in the family as well.
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, thank you so much, Appu. So many nice views on this sport. I'm hoping that we can motivate some more people to try it out. If not running, then any other endurance sports or anything with passion.
Yeah, sure.
Just
So
to
actually, if you ask me, I one thing to add. So when somebody wants to start running, right? I so enjoy teaching them how to start. So I love the process of if someone says I want to run, I am there. I just take the first step to go and tell them, yeah, I'm there for you. I will kickstart the running for you. And I've seen people who have started running, whom I've helped people to start running, and I'm actually happy about it. So I'm proud about it as well. So I should say that.
yeah, thank you very much. I will also add your LinkedIn profile to the show notes, so
Sure,
people
sure.
can get in contact with you if they want to, yeah, speak to you, write to you, learn anything more. And
Definitely.
thank you
Thanks,
so
Kirsten.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Kirsten, for giving me this opportunity to talk about my passion and my profession, and also making me think about what I have done at work because of my running. So I've never thought about it, but you have actually brought it out for me. Yeah, thank you.
thank you very much, Appu.
Thanks, Kirsten.